Hello, hello. Thank you for tuning into the video. So, today was a very mixed bag kind of a day. So, recap and watch list, obviously. But first, I just want to talk about stock action, index action, and today's thoughts. I honestly, today felt very unconstructive. The indexes were up, and like if you look at QQQ, we're up 4 days in a row now. Very big blast off. Like this is not a small move. 5%. That's a big move, and uh, stock action just did not match that at all today. You look at my need more sideways list, and there's more red than there is green. I finished down on the day. I was up a good amount at one point, and then it just closed red. Some stocks are coming back. Like you look at this path, like pretty big mean pullback. APLD was fadey. Made this really nice move, but gave a lot of it back towards the end of the day. And I tried buying this one. I got stopped out break even. So yeah, not a big fan of the action today. And I think it does warrant a little bit of caution because what happens to these names when the QQQ pulls back? Like names are acting pretty weak for a QQQ that's up 5% in 4 days. I would think names are ripping. That's really not the case, depending on what you're in. Like my Lumen's ripping, but if you're not in Lumen, then you know, there's not much that's just ripping the way some of these names are. So that causes for a little bit of concern for me. In terms of my portfolio, obviously I have my Lumen still trailing the 10. I have my NUAI still. I have my DVLT. Came back down, touched the 5-day today, but came back up. So that's a nice wick. We'll see which way this one goes, or maybe it just flags out. AMD I still have, not a very friendly candle. ARM I still have, my stop is break even, and it's really close to it. So, might have to close this one tomorrow. Path, I booked half my gains today. Just does not feel very constructive with this pullback here. Now, if it just goes sideways and sets back up, then I guess it's fine, but we'll see. INTC I bought today and it closed decent, so I did hold on to it. But overall, new buys are a very mixed bag, very 50-50. It's a selective market at this point. My focus list for tomorrow. Oh, and then like we look at Bitcoin, like it had this really nice move up and then just a big fade. I don't love that after the fade candle yesterday. Ethereum, same story. Rejected off the 50. Bitcoin's losing the 50 now, so this is a short off the 50 day. Not a big fan. So I think that is notable. And my Lumen's getting bought up after hours. It just took out this high. So this is interesting. Anyways, focuses for tomorrow. I do think there are some nice names. This TE looks pretty good. Very nice flag. You can just see the volume on the move up. Very nice big volume here. The down volume much lower. Pulled into the 20. Getting nice and tight. Has these lower highs and these higher lows right here. I think it's a very clean flag. Right in the 20, lost it, reclaimed, tight day. So I think this one looks pretty good over 391, and then yesterday it also topped at 391. So 391 and the $4 level seem to be the major key levels. Then I have NEG. Now NEG had a nice move, linear move right here. This was about 35% in 4 days. Very nice, very clean. And then it pulled back, gave a setup, broke out, but then failed, and then U-turned all the way back up, undercut and rallied back up, and then now it's done double inside days. And you can use this HVC level along with these previous high levels to buy off of. And I think this one Is it the best name in the world? I don't think so. It's like pretty far off the highs, but it had some momentum right here, and we do know it can make a big move. And with the double inside days, I don't want to count it out. So if I can get some tight risk on this tomorrow, I would definitely be inclined to try this. This G set looks pretty good. It had a huge move, 155% here, and then it's kind of just pulled back, consolidated, pulled into the 10. It's not the tightest thing in the world. I don't love it, but I do think it is decent, and maybe with a tight stop, it can be worth a shot. If the gap's above this high, probably not worth it though. And also, I guess it has earnings in 2 days, so that's kind of suspect. So we'll see. But we'll see. It looks decent though. APLD, so this did faded, and I bought it today, and then it came back and stopped me out break even. But it closed pretty thin, so I'm thinking if it gaps up tomorrow, I'll buy some on a 5-minute opening range break. If it goes and tries to retake out these highs, I think it's viable. So I will buy this tomorrow on a 5-minute opening range break if it does try to go. It didn't take out the low of the day, so technically there's not a real reason I should be out of this besides the fact I was up a good amount and I didn't want to come back for a loss, which I think is a valid reason to exit. Yeah, so I didn't love the way it came back. So yeah, I'm not a fan at all of the way it came back. But if it can bounce back tomorrow, gap up, and then give me a nice tight 5-minute opening range break, I'll buy some back. ABVE, I don't think this looks terrible. Not the best setup in the world either. Volume's definitely dying out though. It's making lower highs and higher lows. And I think it looks decent. It's kind of a random name. The volume's not the best. So it's down like the bottom end of my list, but I think it's decent. BLDP, very tight candle today, and it's kind of made higher lows and lower highs. Not the most liquid thing. It did make a linear clean move up. I don't love it, but I don't hate it. So it's kind of in that weird place for me. But I think it's decent. So, there's that. And then that's really all I got. So yeah, so today, mixed bag. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Looks like we're already getting some gaps after hours. I guess some stocks reported good earnings. BE, I think, gapping up. So we'll see what happens. But I don't love anything as of now. And I do think the market does warrant a little bit of caution. Again, you have the QQQ up 4 days in a row. These names, these high momentum names, should really be putting in bigger candles than they are. So that concerns me a little bit. It raises a red flag for me. When you only have very few stocks participating, like this Lumen, it does cause for some concern. The MFFI today, today's Tuesday. So yeah, breath is dwindling. So we'll see what happens. Because again, my concern is when the QQQ pulls back, what does ARM do? Right, the QQQ is up 0.8% and ARM's down 3%. So what do we do when we pull back? Is this going to be up? I doubt it. It's going to be down a lot. So that's my thinking. But we'll see what happens. Again, AMD down 0.6. What happens when the QQQ pulls back? I think it's going to be down a lot more than 0.6%. So, we'll see what happens. But thank you guys for watching. Appreciate it. Have a good night, and good luck in your trading tomorrow.